strike quickly for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On third down, Ryan. Packer pressure goes. Here's Matt Bosher now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The give is to Jones. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Rodgers again now. And that'll be incomplete. The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll run it with Jones. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll kick things off with an AFC South matchup. Indianapolis traveling to Jacksonville. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Ryan Tannehill has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cardinals trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
To throw on second down. Rodgers flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Gun. 319.
Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. Rodgers
will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
3/19 and on it.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey. Inside. Inside. 58 to on it.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The kicker here, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
Hey, flex. Hey, check 26. Run. Forget it.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are pouring it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a look.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand. And sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Still 1st down.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get 300. Get 300. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Cali. Strong left, Cali. Three, get on. Three, get on.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Packers on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 7.
58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. Nifty footwork at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Loco over here.
Here's Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers continue to roll.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, back 25.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
12. 20. Ready, set.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Gun. Ready, back 25.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Ready, back 25.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Falcons on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Got four down.
This is Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
26.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Let's go, come on. Here we go. 58. Hey, check 26. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to